Hello, today I am here to discuss about MCQs based on fundamental rights of Indian Constitution. So let us start from question 1. Consider the following statements regarding the definition of state under Article 12 of the Indian Constitution. So statement 1 is the term state includes both constitutional and statutory bodies but exclude non-statutory authority. Statement second is private body under the consideration of state obligation falls within the meaning of state. So the correct answer using the code given above as option A only one, option B two only, option C both one and two, and option D none. So correct answer will be option B. It means second statement is correct, but statement first is incorrect because in the definition of state there are constitutional and statutory bodies, but with it there is also non-statutory authorities, as all local authorities, as municipalities, panchayat, district boards, and others are included in the definition of state with respect to Article 12 of the Indian Constitution. So next question is question second. The term state for the purpose of Part 4 of the Constitution of India includes which of the following: central government, state government, local government, and public authorities. So what will be the correct answer? So correct answer will be D. It means statement first, second, third, and fourth are all included under the state. So next question is question number third. Consider the following statements regarding the fundamental rights of the Indian Constitution. Statement 1 is these are claims of the state against the citizens of the country. Statement second is these rights are not justiciable in court. Statement third is all of these rights are available only against the arbitrary actions of the state, not against private individuals. Statement fourth is they can be suspended during the operation of national emergency except for the rights guaranteed by Articles 20 and 21. So, how many of the above statements given are correct? So, basically, these rights claim of states and citizens of the country. It is incorrect because the claims of citizens against the state. And statement second is these rights are not justiciable in court. It is also correct because fundamental rights are justiciable in the court. And statement third is all of these are available only against the arbitrary actions, not against private individuals. So it will be also incorrect because fundamental rights are available against arbitrary action of the state and also against the private individuals. And next statement is they can be suspended during the operation of national emergency except for the rights against the Article 20 and 21. So statement fourth will be correct option. So next question is question fourth. Consider the following statements. Statement first is Article 13 declares all the laws that are inconsistent with or in derogation of any of the fundamental rights shall be void. Statement second is the Supreme Court acts as guardian of the Constitution of India and puts reasonable restrictions on the authority of the Parliament. So, which one of the following is the correct in respect of the above statements? So, option A is both statements 1 and 2 are correct, and statement second is the correct explanation for the statement 1. Option B is statement 1 and 2 are correct, but statement second is not the correct explanation for the statement first. And option C is statement first is correct, statement second is incorrect. Option D statement first is incorrect and second is correct. So basically, Article 13 declares that all laws that are inconsistent with or in the derogation of any fundamental rights shall be void. So statement 1 is correct. And statement second, the Supreme Court acts as a guardian of the Constitution of India and puts some reasonable restrictions on the authority of the parliament. So statement second is also correct. But statement second is not the correct explanation for the statement first, because in statement first it is talked about the article 13, and statement second is with respect to article 32 of the Indian constitution. 226 with respect to the high court of the Indian constitution. So next question is question number 5th. With reference to the concept of rule of law, which one of the following is incorrect? You have to make concentration of the words. Option A is any wide arbitrary power vested in state violates rule of law. Liberty and civil rights to citizens is main feature of rule of law. Statement C is courts should have the power of judicial review to maintain rule of law. Statement D is administrative law is always opposed to the rule of law. So question is asked about the incorrect option. So administrative laws are not always opposed to the rule of law. So statement D will be incorrect and options A, B, C will be correct options for the rule of law. Question number 6. Consider the following statements with reference to the fundamental rights given in the Constitution of India. Statement 1 is fundamental rights are meant for the promoting ideals of socio-economic democracy. Statement second is the Constitution of India originally provided for seven fundamental rights. And statement third is right to property was deleted as a fundamental rights by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. So how many of the above statements are correct? Option A only one, option B only two, option C all three, and option D none. So basically question is talked about the fundamental rights of the Indian Constitution. So statement 1 is with respect to ideas of socio-economic democracy. So it is related to the DPSP of the Indian Constitution. So it will be incorrect with respect to fundamental rights, and the Constitution of India originally provides seven fundamental rights. So it is correct. And with respect to statement third, the right to property was deleted as fundamental rights, not by 42nd Amendment Act 1976, but by 44th Amendment Act 1978 of the Indian Constitution. Fundamental rights are promoting the political democracy. Directive principle of state policy in Part 4 of Indian Constitution provides socio-economic democracy in the country. And originally in Indian Constitution, there were seven fundamental rights as right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, and cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies with respect to Article 32, and right to property with respect to Article 31. It was also included in fundamental rights. As of now, right to property is a legal right under Article 300A in Part 12 of the Constitution. So at present there are only six fundamental rights in Indian Constitution. So these were the questions which I have discussed with you based on fundamental rights of Indian Constitution. So in upcoming classes I would like to discuss some other remaining questions. So thank you for all and have a nice day.